What is your take on the current state of the Ghana film industry as against other established film industries?
Okay, so from where I sit, or from where I stand, I feel the Ghana film industry is evolving. For a very long time, the argument has been that it has dipped. Well, we are not having that many productions as we used to have maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago. I feel now the industry is evolving to a better place. And in the process of evolution, you end up cutting out the things that are needless. I think for a very long time, we've focused more on telling stories anyhow we can. And because of the evolution, we are being forced to do more, especially now that the average Ghanaian audience has become a bit more discerning when it comes to film. They want value for money. They want to be entertained. They want to be educated. They want to also, have out of the world experience from what they go through on a normal basis at home. So it has forced filmmakers especially to think differently, to approach the art of filmmaking in Ghana differently. I feel the evolution is preparing us for greater things. We are more or less left behind or slagging behind as compared to countries like Nigeria, South Africa, the Hollywoods and the Bollywoods. But the evolution is putting us at that point where we are going to be better equipped in terms of telling stories, our stories, the way that would be not just appealing to us alone, but to the rest of the world. The issue has always been the rest of the world creating or dictating the narrative for Africa. I believe as Ghanaians or as creatives from this part of Africa, we have a voice we are finding through film. And at this point, with the evolution that we are going through as an industry, a lot more of our filmmakers are going to be very daring. They are going to talk about the gnarliest of subjects. They are going to talk about the most controversial topics. They are going to make us look the way we are supposed to look to the rest of the world. And it's a good feeling. Like I don't see us going back to the time where we were just making film just because we can make film. We are now going to make films because we are supposed to have a voice, and how to use the voice. One way is to use the voice is through film. Fortunately for us, this evolution of our film industry is also cutting out mediocrity. So a lot more of our filmmakers who are more or less comfortable in not challenging themselves are phasing out. They are not, able to give the audience value for money. So they are not getting an audience. And it's making them phase out, which is good for the industry because at the end of the day, we need quality. Quality doesn't come cheap. And to get people to invest in our industry, we need to be able to show them what we can do with the little that we have. And this evolution process is where we are doing our best to show the rest of the world that side of us, that we can do this much with this little. And it's a good feeling. I believe in about 2 or 3 years to come, our industry would be the biggest in Africa if we should continue to be on the right path of evolution, changing or challenging the status quo, being able to position ourselves in a place where we can actually control the narratives of what the Ghanaian or an African is supposed to be in relation to the rest of the world. I believe industries like Bollywood and Nollywood have done it over the years. Also, there's the issue of cultural imposition. For a very long time, our culture has not been able to reach the rest of the world. But through our films, we are going to be able to impose our culture onto others, either subtly or bluntly. And it's a way to go for us. It's a good look for our industry, provided that we stay on this path of evolution. And we'll definitely get there.
Don't you think that the new wave filmmakers are being subjected by the already existing systems, which really do not allow growth in the industry?
I would agree that for evolution to take place, there are some challenges. And most of the time, the biggest challenge for evolution is acceptance. There are a lot of people who not willingly accept the change. There are a lot of people who would look at change and be like, this is different. We are not used to this. We are not comfortable to this. And we try so many ways to push that change out of the system. It is normal. I believe with time, once the new phase of filmmakers who have accepted that we need to elevate our game, take things a bit more serious and work more consistently, we'll be able to get the entire film space to accept that, yes, indeed, times have come for us to change. And because of that need to change, we need to accept all the new aspects of filmmaking that are coming out, the new energies, the new ideas, the new ways of telling stories. All these things come with their own challenges. But once we are able to collectively get the industry to understand that change is imminent, like we are bound to, for us to get there, we need to change, we need to evolve. We would get there. I believe majority of the work also lands on the shoulders of the up and coming filmmakers who need to stay focused and try to understand that, yes, the challenges would come, provided they are able to keep their heads up and focus on the goal, we'll definitely get there.